It's going. Almost there. It usually starts before and I say this every time. Hi everybody, it's Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how much money I've made on eBay and Etsy since the last sales update, which was the 27th. So I'm not even sure it's been over a week. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about what has sold and the kind of profits I've been making. And just before I dive into the exact things that have sold, I want to welcome you guys to my channel. And I know I have a lot of new subscribers, so if you're new here, welcome. My name is Margaret. I am a stay-at-home, work-at-home, homeschool mom. I have all of the plates spinning and some of them fall and smash, but that's okay. That's why they make glue for that. Anyway, so these sales, I guess I had to give myself a little pep talk because I didn't have a ton of sales, but my numbers made it to where I needed it to make. And then you see other sellers, especially on YouTube, talking about their big numbers that they've sold. And so you could get very easily caught up in comparing yourself and feeling like not good enough or you're not doing as well as somebody else. But let me encourage you, as I had to encourage myself today, to not pay attention to that, because what works for someone else may not work for you, or you have different circumstances than other people. And so it's important to remind yourself, P.S., don't compare yourself to other people, because yes, while my sales this week have been good, I think. I turned, what was it, $17 into what was it, 310. I made the stream for this morning, so over $300. And I have to remind myself, well, you know what, my goal for my eBay and Etsy sales is about $200 a week, because that would equal, after 4 weeks, about $800. And if it's more, that's amazing. But my budget, the way I do this, and I know I've had people comment about me talking about my bills and my budget, but you know what, it's real life, so I just wanted to address it. The way that I have my budget set up is that I go off of the lowest month for the year. So let's say $200 a week, $800 a month off eBay and Etsy is the lowest. So I want to count on that for the year. I don't want to go off of my November, December sales where I might make $2,000 a month or something like that, and then just be crushed the rest of the year when I don't make enough money. So that works for me because I've got other streams of income. I have merch by Amazon. I have a few other things that I do to make money. So that kind of fits into the puzzle of my budget. So I'm happy with that, and I had to remind myself, hey, it's over what you expected, so that's good. So anyway, I hope that encourages you, and that's not to criticize anybody who is bringing in big numbers. That's amazing for them. That's wonderful. But just don't let yourself start feeling that frustration or get down on yourself like, oh man, why can't I? You don't know what everybody else's lives are like behind the scenes. And sure, if I didn't homeschool my kids, I would have like 1,000,000 hours a day to do all the things. But homeschooling my kids is the most important thing in my life. So there's that. Okay. So now let's dive into what has sold. Thank you everybody for coming. I am live, so if you're ever interested in catching me live, then hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, and go over there and hit the thumbs up while you're at it. If you have questions or anything, leave a question, comment, all that kind of stuff, and then I'll jump in at the end and answer any questions that you might have had. Okay. Here we go. So you guys may remember this is something I just pulled out of the bins like last week, right? For my first bins trip. And this is that tray that I got, and scrolling down. So remember, I got 50 something items for like 40 whatever dollars. And when I was listing, I was just in the zone, and I didn't feel like putting like 82 cents. I was like, it was $1, whatever, it's $1. But technically it was a little less than $1 that I've spent on this. And it sold for 27 bucks. Let me make sure, because I have some things that sold on best offer, and I want to make sure I'm telling you right. It sold for $21. So even though it says 27 over here, technically it sold for $21, because I had something I took a big offer on lower, but I was okay with that. So I thought that was pretty good. That's probably about a $19 or so profit, maybe $18. So that was pretty good. And from that trip, what did I spend? 40 something dollars the first time I went. So that would pay for almost half of my trip to the outlet. That was nice. Okay. Okay, I'll come back to the questions. Yeah, and thank you for coming, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. All right, next up, I have all of these windows open, and so I got lost. All right, next up, this is something I recently got at a garage sale as well. It's a Mona B, just like a little canvas wristlet, and I spent $2 on it. Oh, if you're wondering where I'm seeing this, in my inventory note, which I put here, you can also put it, and I forget every time what it's called. You can put it behind the scenes when you're listing on eBay. It's called, oh my gosh, every time, I can't remember. Somebody will help me remember. It'll be in the comments, I know. But there's a place that you can put that in behind the scenes on your eBay listing. Anyway, so I put that here. So 2D stands for $2 is what I paid for it. And was this the best offer? No, it sold for the asking price of $17.99, which is pretty good. So after shipping, I pay, I charge shipping, but after fees and everything like that, it's probably about an $8, I'm guesstimating around an $8 profit on that, which is good. Now, this is the one that I took a big best offer on, and I had this listed for $87.99 because it was so unique. I couldn't, there might have been one other one up there, and so that's my philosophy when I have something that I can't find another one just like it, or I think it's so quirky, cool. I put a crazy price on it and then just put a best offer, and sometimes it sells for the crazy price that I put on it, and sometimes somebody sends me an offer and is just like crossing their fingers. And so this time I was like, you know what? I want to take this offer. So I took a best offer on this wallet of $35, which is still a very nice profit. And I didn't put this down here, the inventory note, but I think from what I remember, I think it was about $1 that I spent on this. I'll have to go back to the haul video when I got it. And let you guys know. But anyway, $35, probably spend about $1 on it. And I got a message from the purchaser saying, thanks for taking my offer. So they seem pretty happy that they got to have it. So that's really good. I mean, it's still like a $30 profit. I'm happy with that. All right, next item. This I got at an estate sale, and I did pay up on this. It was a sterling silver and 18 karat gold Peruvian pin. And I took an offer on this one too, but let me go down. I spent $5 on this. This is something that I don't normally spend that much on my inventory unless it's something that I really think I can get a big return on my investment on. And this, I took a best offer of $75. So spent $75, probably in the 60-something dollar range as far as profit goes. So I'm happy with that, definitely. And I see lots of people in the chat. I'm coming to answer questions and say hello and everything in just a second. So thank you so much for coming. All right, next up, I sold this Salt Life hat. Hats are another thing I enjoy selling because they're pretty, usually you can pick them up pretty cheap at garage sales and places like that. And yeah, and they're easy to ship, easy to store, and all that fun stuff. So this one, I believe, was $1. Yeah, okay, I didn't put that down there, but this was $1. I don't normally spend very much more than $1 on a hat, unless, like I say, it's something I think is really gonna make a good profit. And this one sold for that $17.99. Can you turn your timer off, love? Okay, you're okay. My kids are doing their silent reading, so they had a timer going. All right, so this hat sold for $17.99, paid $1 for that, and so that's about, I don't know, what would you say, like $14, $15. I used to pull up the eBay calculator and figure it out down to the penny to show you guys, but I just didn't do it, so I decided not to. But if you want, at the end, I can show you how to do that if you're interested. Maybe I'll just show you at the end if you want. All right. Next item that sold on eBay. Oh my gosh, this bracelet. This bracelet cost you guys a mug video. I'm just going to tell you this right up front. I'll tell you what I mean. So this bracelet sold. This is a really cute bracelet. I think I spent $1 on it. No, $2. And it was a souvenir bracelet with different little crests from Zurich, Switzerland, etc. on it. And I sold this. I took an offer of $19 on it. And I blame the bracelet, but it's really my own fault. I had 2 mugs sell this same day, right? And one was a big mug, one was a small mug. And so I was like, I'm going to do a video showing how I'm going to package up these mugs, how I package a smaller mug, how I package a bigger mug. And then when I was getting all of this stuff, I was pulling all my items that I needed to ship out. I couldn't find this bracelet. And it was in the evening, and I was trying to get all this stuff together so that I could schedule my pickup for the post office the next day. And I just got so flustered and frustrated that I couldn't find this bracelet that I was just like, okay, I just have to give it up and just package everything. And anyway, it was in a mug. I forgot when I was after I took pictures, I forgot to put it where it belongs. And it was like in a mug that was on the shelf. It wasn't where it belonged. Anyway, so I blame you, bracelet, but really I blame myself. But this one, did I tell you? Okay, $19 is what it sold for. All right. Then next up, I sold this Alex and Andy L charm bracelet. And this is one, where did I get this one? Thank goodness for inventoriness. I got it for $1. I feel like it was in a jar or a thread up box or something, but I didn't put that, so I just have to trust my notes. And this sold for $17.99. And it was really cute. All right. Then I can't remember if I shared this ring in the last sales, but I went and looked and I didn't see it, but I feel like I've talked to you about it before. This ring sold for $32. And this was one that I got that was in that $500 lot of jewelry that I still haven't finished showing you all of. So, and now for my Etsy sales. Those are my eBay sales. My Etsy sales, I had 3. So let's talk about this bracelet for just a second. This is another one that I think was in that $500 lot. Yeah, it was $500 lot. You guys, this is the 3rd time I've sold this bracelet. So everybody, if you got some wood near you, knock on wood. 3rd time's the charm. And this bracelet is going to make it to its forever home this time. So it has sold 2 times before this and was returned for, it wasn't the right size, or the first person bought it and they're like, I layer bracelets and it didn't look quite right with my other ones. Okay, fine. Next person, they were like, it was a little smaller than I wanted. And so when I got it back, I was like, did I not measure it right? So I double checked the measurement. No, I measured it right. Put it back up there again. No big deal. Now it's going out for the 3rd time. 3rd time's the charm, right? All right, and this one sold for $57.99. So I'm happy to send it back out for $57.99. All right, here are the 2 mugs. I was going to show you the video of shipping 2 different mugs, but I never got to. Again, so this is that Far Side mug I paid $2 at the Goodwill for, and it sold for, ready, $24.99. So this is why I like selling mugs so much, because $25 for a mug, you guys. All right, not all mugs are created equal, but this is a Far Side mug, so this is usually Far Side does pretty well. It's got these really funny cartoons on them. So that's the Far Side mug. And then the other mug that sold was this Anthropologie mug. It didn't have the lid, but it sold anyway. And this one I also picked up at either Savers or the Goodwill. And I spent, let's see, what did I say? $2 on that one. And it sold for $18.99. So still pretty happy with that sale as far as Anthropologie mugs go. I was going to show, because it's a much taller mug. Pardon me. Okay, so let me jump into the chat. Those were my sales. Everything said and done. It was about a $300 and something profit. So that was pretty good for me. All right, let me come and check in the chat and see if I've got any questions. And as I'm going along, oh, you know what I was going to show you how the eBay sales calculator. Real fast. Let me flip that over. Hang on. Let me pull up the page just in case something weird happens with my search. eBay sales calculator. What's the one I like? Is this the one I like? There's 2 different ones. There we go. This is the one I like. Okay, so there's a eBay sales calculator, and it's called Final. I clicked the wrong button. Where'd it go? There it is. Final Fee Calc, like that. And so here you'll put in the sold price. So let's go with, I don't know, let's go with this Swiss one. So this one sold, let's say it sold for $24.99, but it didn't. But we'll just put that in there. Okay, $24.99. I can't remember what I said it sold for over here. Let me go find it again. 19. Okay, we'll do the real deal. Okay, so it sold for $19. The shipping I charged, you'll put right here. So charge $3.66 for shipping. $3.66. Shipping cost, this is where you put the actual amount that you spent on the shipping. And that was, I gotta pull up the little, what did I spend on the shipping there? It says $3.78, but I don't think that's what I paid. So we'll say like $2.75 because I don't remember exactly what I paid on the shipping. It says $3.78, but I don't see why that would cost $3.78 to ship. Where did it go again? No? All right. Anyway, item cost, I think we said it costs $2. Let's go back and see. $2, yep. So plug in $2. Do I have an eBay store? Yes. Am I a top-rated seller? Right now I am not, so I keep it on no. And then so that would make my profit $14.88. So if you really wanted to crunch your numbers and figure out exactly what your profit was for each item, then that's what you do. Okay, let me flip over now and check out the chat and say hello, everybody, and see if I have any questions. Yay, live. Thank you so much. And if you are in my jewelry group, Texas Gals Jewelry Lovers, we've got some newbie stuff coming up. So if you're like kind of new to selling jewelry or you need a little bit more help, we've had some hiccups in the group, and so we've decided to start a new seller kind of little workshops where it's like, how do you research this item if you don't even know where to start? And so we're going to start with brooches, and Christine has been amazing and is starting to spearhead it. And so when they get done with one theme, I'm going to kind of wrap it up with a video and go from start to finish. It'll be good. It'll all be good. So anyway, Angel says, I've listed consistently on Etsy, but it's not great. I know eBay would be better, but they limit to 5 posts for new users. I don't know how I'll ever get anything sold at this point to get more listings. I think it's been so long since I've been there. I feel you. Because eBay is like, they want to make sure that you're a good seller. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. I mean, you know you are, but they want to make sure that you're reputable. That's the word I'm looking for. So you might, I don't know, what good tips for that might be selling stuff that is like a high turnover type of item just to start getting the ball rolling, or sell something for a little bit less, or encourage a family member to buy something from you to help you out, something along those lines. Etsy's slow. I had the last sales update I did, my eBay and my Etsy was doing all right? So yeah. So let's see. But yeah, as you see, I had 3 sales, but I can't complain that they were good sales. Christy says, when's the best time to go to the bins? I've been 3 times. Saturday was not good for me. I really didn't like how crazy it was. Just even when Mary and I went back on Sunday, I told her, like, just the energy in the place. Like on Saturday, the energy was just like buzzing and like frenetic. Like everybody was just really aggressive energy in the air, right? Frantic, sort of. And Sunday, it was just like everybody was chill. Everybody was just kind of going through the bins at their own pace. There was no like craziness. So Saturday was definitely not my jam. However, I will say that I might have to go on a Saturday anyway sometimes, because when I have the kids all week, and I'm not comfortable taking the kids, especially after Sunday. Mary and I she found lubricant, she found open condom wrappers, and I'm just like, even though I would have them wear gloves, I'm still just really not okay with broken glass and all that kind of stuff. So, maybe no. So I want to go check it out on Monday, because I feel like maybe it would be better towards the beginning of the week, but it's just a matter of, I don't have anybody who's going to take care of them, Okay, so next, in the Magpie's Nest, Etsy has been great for me the last couple of weeks. Great. Tell us what kind of stuff you sell. Do you sell just like vintage stuff, all kinds of things, handmade, jewelry. What do you kind of like? What do you gear yourself towards? Christy says, how do you keep track of business finances? I have a GoDaddy bookkeeping and I have a PayPal card. So most of my business expenses, I have a business account through my bank. I have a PayPal account, and then I have them both synced up to my GoDaddy bookkeeping, and eBay and Etsy also, they sync up to it as well. So anytime there's a sale, anytime, and then I use my PayPal card for any kind of business expenses as I'm going along. So if I go to, say, the bins, I use the PayPal card, and the PayPal card, if you have a PayPal card, you have to like sync it to another credit card or bank account. So I have it synced to my business account at the bank. So whenever there's money that draws out, if there's not enough in my PayPal account, it pulls from the business account. That's what I do. Other than that, I used to be a lot more meticulous about stuff, but I don't have that kind of time anymore. So I count on GoDaddy bookkeeping. And I wish I was an affiliate for them because I use them, but I'm not. Okay, Lori says she went to the Houston bins yesterday and it was addicting. I'm telling you what, I'm like itching to go, but I still have 2 trips of bin stuff that I need to finish listing. It jumped. Angel says, what are the bins? So that's the Goodwill outlet where I guess when it doesn't sell at the Goodwill, then it sells at the Goodwill. They send it over to the Goodwill outlet. And then it's like these big bins. I don't know how else to describe it. They're like this deep and they just dump all the stuff in there. Yeah. Custom SKU. That's where you put the inventory note. Thank you. I'm going to forget it again. Just watch me. Okay. Good. Yeah. You pay by the pound. So ours was $1.40 a pound, $1.49 a pound. And then glass, mugs, ceramic stuff is 20 items for $2 or $1.99. Too bad, Dan, you missed it. Oh, hello, Thelma. Hello. Thelma says, I need to do that. I need to organize my jewelry room. Oh my gosh. My friend Mary came over and she was just like, I need to see it. I need to see your room. And so I showed her. She's like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. But then she started looking at how much unlisted jewelry I have. And she was like, I need to get in here and help you. Like, I would be happy for you to come in and help me. Okay, then, sorry, my nose is itchy. Hello, everybody. I'm saying hey in the chat. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Wouldn't you want to include packing supplies with your shipping charges? Yes and no. As far as my shipping charges go, I do calculated shipping, but I almost always end up having a little bit more. So like I say, like the shipping was $3.78 and the person paid $4 for shipping. So there was a little bit of cushion on top to pay for it. And then I have my eBay shipping coupon that I use every quarter. I need to check that. Is it time yet? I think it's the 4th quarter. So I need to, I get a lot of my shipping supplies through eBay. That reminds me to go back and look to see. But other than that, I haven't bought shipping supplies in forever. The only thing I recently bought were more inserts because I put like a little thank you card in there with my logo and a coupon code. And then last year, I made a big purchase of boxes and things for jewelry. So I've been using that. But it was a pretty big purchase. So I've got a ton of it. A lot. Okay. Some lady. Okay. At the gem store near me, Rhiannon says, some lady is going to be buying vintage gold jewelry. I've got gold filled and I'm going to. Oh, okay, cool. I wonder if they would buy that, my gold filled stuff. Because I've got. Oh gosh, I don't know. I have to look. Okay, then. Yeah, the calculator's pretty cool. Saturdays are insane. Jamie says, Jamie, is that Yellow Rose Reseller? Do you have a new name now? I'm never going to keep track of everybody if you keep changing your names on me. I think that's you from the teeny tiny picture. Okay, wish you were closer to the bins. You can call. Oh, okay. Teresa says if you have a low selling limit, you can call eBay to update your account for a bigger selling limit. Okay, that's cool. And oh yeah, bring a can of Lysol. Cindy says I saw somewhere that shoppers had to be 15 to shop in the bins. There were little ones there, I mean, like 4 and 5-year-olds, little ones. No, I don't think so. Dan. Yay, Cindy, I'm so glad you're here. I'm looking through see if there's any more. Angel. Okay, just in the beginning. Gathered up all the pieces. Oh, that's good. Oh, okay, Jamie. Phew, I was like, man. I gathered up all the pieces of bubble wrap I could find at the bins on Saturday. Oh, cool. Ah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Because that weighs nothing, right? Basically. Okay. Angie says, do you pay a fee on your shipping fees? I just got an invoice and there's fees on shipping costs. Yeah, there's like final value fee, shipping fee, PayPal fees. It's all rolled into it. That final value fee calculator takes it all into account. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's it, everybody. I hope you found some use in this video or got some encouragement for things that you might be able to pick up and buy to sell online. Let's see, I was trying to flip it over. Here we go. So once again, things that I sold. I sold a tray, a little pouch, a wallet, some jewelry, brooches, hats. What was this again? Another jewelry piece, a bracelet, another bracelet, ring, and a couple mugs. What was the other thing? I've forgotten now. Ah, there we go. The other thing was a bracelet. So, a big variety of stuff. So let me know in the comments what's been your best sale of the last week or two so that we can all get encouragement about different kinds of things we need to be looking for. And I hope you guys are listing like crazy because I have not been the last couple days. I need to get back on it because I was doing really, really well. So now that's what I'm going to go do. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and have a really, really great evening. And I will talk to you on the next one. And look at me, I do this every time. I don't get the off button ready, and then I start saying bye. And now I can say bye because now I've got it. Okay, thank you everybody for coming to watch. And leave me a comment, let me know what your best sale has been. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.